Hi, I'm Matt with Schematical and DrawnBy.ai, and this is...
I'm Dominic, also with DrawnBy.ai.
So we do AI pet art. So you give us pictures of your dog, and we make crazy images of it, like your dog as a captain, your dog as a
astronaut, oil painting, cartoon characters, cowboys, all sorts of fun things.
So we figured we'd do a short video to tell you guys about us and our story, and hopefully get you more interested in doing AI stuff. By the way, you can upload your images and get your first stuff for free. The only thing we charge for is removing the watermark if you really like it. And we've got some new features.
We hope you really like it.
We hope you really like it. And we've got some new features, so if your first batch doesn't look great, you can shuffle them, and we'll get you some new images eventually. Let's start with our story. I run a small web application consulting company called Schematical. And so I was working on AI to fine-tune my skill set, because AI is coming whether you like it or not. And I was playing around with Stable Diffusion and uploaded some pictures of my dog and got some really cool stuff back. And I showed it to Dominic, and we were kind of talking about, if you look at some of the older live streams, we were talking about ways we could work together and do some AI projects. And he said, I can sell this thing. All right. Pet owners, we can do this.
And a little more to the backstory is, I'd gone through that machine learning, artificial intelligence boot camp with the objective of pushing my career back into the technical implementation side. And we were just doing random AI jams. And one day you did a Stable Diffusion and Dream Booth and showed me pictures of Shay, and I said, stop. Somebody will pay for this, because we got some really cool stuff out of it. And it's been, what was that, around April? So it took us about 5 months to actually build a product around that, with all of the, your work on the infrastructure, some help from some of our friends in Colombia and UI. And it's live, it's out there, and it's going now. It's been live for about a month, but we've been soft launched for about a month, not making a lot of noise, but it's to the point now where it's time to put a little jet fuel on it.
Yeah. So we've been fine tuning it, working out the kinks. But it seems like people are starting to sign up, so it's exciting. This little bundle of joy is Shay. She was our original model for this thing, and she's the one I originally put in to train all this stuff. So this is Shay as an astronaut, right there. Evidently her nose is not in the bubble, but, still pretty cool. Oh, this is classic Shay right here. It's a really good version of her. That's a pretty good version of her.
Yeah, the AI does take a little bit of latitude. I mean, it knows... some of the parameters in there are allowed to take some more attitude, but it also has a very large, broad knowledge base about dogs in general and what a dog looks like.
Yeah. Now, I will say, you can thumbs up the ones you like. That's a new feature we made. Or let's just go with one that didn't quite hit the mark, like the brown one here. We can thumbs down that. So what happens there is, if you thumbs down a couple of them, eventually we'll get around to reshuffling that image for you, most likely. So that means that we will take that image out of there and regenerate a new one. So keep track of the ones you like, and just go ahead and give those thumbs up, thumbs down, and feel free to message us. Once you've done a couple of them, if you want us to give us a little bump to try and reshuffle it sooner than later. All right, so that's Shay. Right.
Well, this is Toby. So this is actually my dentist dog, and he has one floppy ear. And the AI isn't perfect, because it's trying to balance your dog with what it knows is a dog, but quite a few of Dobie's images actually come through with this floppy ear. Now, it should be said that the images I got from the dentist, I only got 10, and they weren't particularly good. So I would love for somebody with a floppy-eared dog to put in 20 or 30 pictures, but with very clearly showing the floppy ear in that situation, because I think would produce great results. There's some really good ones if you go down to screen print, modern art, a couple in oil painting, and the vibrant ones. And the cartoons came out really nice, I think. Yep, so you can see here is some pictures of Dobie, and most of them, not all of them, but a good chunk of them show his ear off. But I think if I had 30 pictures of Dobie with really accentuating his ear, we'd get absolutely fantastic output. But no, Dobie's a good boy. His owner is thrilled with these pictures, and he's actually got one hanging on his wall.
This one actually looks
Not
like
the pictures that came out of the Drawn by AI system.
nice.
So this is Nietzsche. She is I jokingly call her a Serbsky bulldog. She is a French bulldog that lives in Belgrade, Serbia. And well, you had Shay to work with for your primary model. I had Nietzsche. This is my best friend in Belgrade's dog. So I spend a lot of time with her. And interesting, although unimportant side note, when he has puppies with her this coming spring, I'm going to get one of those. But I think you would understand this as well as anybody, that in order to really look at the output images, you need to know the input dog very well, so you can really see what's working and what output really looks like that dog. So yeah, I know Nietzsche really well, and because of this project, I've literally got hundreds of pictures in my phone. Yeah, so here's the output. It's funny. There's the captain exists because of Nietzsche's owner. He grew up on the Sava River, which connects to the Danube right in Belgrade. And he said he wanted to see Nietzsche as a captain. So that's the genesis of this particular prompt. The cowboy was another suggestion. Screen print.
Like the tongue out there.
That's actually probably worth noting that if there is tongue in more than, let's say, 5 or 10% of your input images, it will appear in your output. So if you're a user listening to this, really select images that you want to influence the output. So if you don't want the tongue showing, don't do input pictures with the tongue showing. Things along those lines.
And I will say, if you have any suggestions or ideas, I'm talking to the users, people, feel free to chat them to us. Like if I want to see my dog in a winter wonderland, I want to see my dog done in cyberpunk psychedelic. We've done a lot of different weird ones, especially when I first was starting with Shay. We did all sorts of crazy stuff. Watercolor.
So Matt, you want to hit that little chat icon in the bottom right corner just to show it. Anybody that types into that box comes to me. In fact, it goes to my phone, it goes to my desktop, it goes everywhere. So suggestions and feedback are very much encouraged in that little box.
Well, these are nice. Look at the Pixar ones.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites there. And it's funny, we show off this output. I've shown off the output during our testing to probably 30 different dog owners. And every owner gets excited about a different category of picture. It's not that everybody loves the cartoon or the cowboy. Different people get excited about different things. So just goes to show that we need to put out a bunch of different prompts so that everybody can have a lot of fun with this. Because really, after the model has learned your dog, creating new images, it's not negligible, but the computational load is a mere fraction of the training process. And you could probably speak much more intelligently to that than I, since you're the one that built it.
So if you want to learn more about the technical side of this, you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/schematical. But we'll save that for the more technical videos. What I think we should talk about now is what's next, what's coming for Drawn by AI. So where are we heading with this? And I think what you said is the prompts. So what happens if you want to subscribe to us or sign up with us, we will regenerate new pictures of your dogs. Pretty much right now we're thinking weekly, monthly. We're working on the exact details there. So, you might have holiday themed pictures of your dog coming to you. You might have seasonal pictures of your dog, and then you'll have just the prompts we come up with. Your dog as a robot, your dog as a
leprechaun, your dog on the beach, your dog on a surfboard, your dog climbing a mountain, your dog in front of the Eiffel Tower, your dog in Times Square, any number of these things. Yes.
Yeah. So that's where we're headed to. That's what's coming up.
And if anybody out there is active on social media and really, really loves this product, we'd love to have you be a part of it. We're actually, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of AI, Drawn by AI, you will find an affiliates link where it talks about our entire affiliate program. And again, if you have any questions, talk into that chat box, and I'll be here to answer those as quickly as I can. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Anybody that finds us interesting, check it out at DrawnBy.ai. See you later.
You have no idea how many takes I usually end up doing. You
can
my videos.
Cut that out. If you want to do another one, I'm not offended if you cut me out.
No, you crushed it. I'll probably even put in this rambling. So, all right, there we go. It's a wrap. First video.